They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Davis. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's Washington in at the small forward position. Now here's Gafford. Outside Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Irving, the pass to Gafford. Out left to the wing. The 3 from Washington. Boston pulls it in. Holiday looking for an opening. Tatum from long range. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. And a guy who's won so many music awards recently, Jack Harlow in attendance.
You know, though he's a Louisville native, he grew up a Boston fan. And according to him, it was the Kevin Garnett trade that really made that happen.
Hits a three-pointer.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Here's Thompson, and stolen by Porzingis. And here we go, the Celtics on the run.
Well, how about Porzingis showing you some nice quickness and activity, determined to get after the steal.
Irving against Holiday. Back to Irving. And he buries his first look.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Here's Holiday. White on the wing. Back to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Gafford grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Irving. Back to Thompson. Irving, screen on White. And here's Thompson for 3. The rebound by Jayson Tatum.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
On the wing, Tatum. A deep 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson passes to Washington. Now Davis. Pass to Gafford. Thompson left side. Over Holiday. Thompson, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Up top, Tatum. Checked by Davis. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Washington passes to Gafford. And here is Irving. The 3 is up. Porzingis grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Thompson against White. Over Thompson. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
White, one of the things you like, he plays within himself. Never forces things offensively.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Horford's checked in for Boston. And Dallas also making a switch. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Davis, pass to Dinwiddie. Davis a screen. There's the three, and Dinwiddie good for three.
Oh, man, he is so shrewd in screen and rolls. Dinwiddie is good at sizing up and analyzing the situation and then making the right decision at the right time.
Now here's Brown. Back to Horford. Porzingis sets a screen. The baseline J. The shot won't fall. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Washington outside. Three-pointer. And the Mavericks, another three.
Boy, he's a stretch 4 now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, VA.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And Brown with the stuff.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
40 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside for Davis. Just 5 on the clock. The jump hook. Again, Dallas.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Thompson's shot is off. White looking it over. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front, leading by 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And the Mavericks with possession here. 4-point game. We've got Al Horford. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jayson Tatum. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Craig. To the inside. Out to Horford. Fires the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Irving for 3. Horford pulls it in. Boston leading by 4. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. Horford gets it done inside.
Well, it's so hard to stop Horford when he's that physical down low. Most defenders have a tough time dealing with him.
Marshall passes to Lively. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Craig. And Dallas also making a switch. Edwards is checked in. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. With some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. And it's Klay Thompson in for Edwards. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And that one's good. Irving's got his second basket.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Rebounded by Marshall. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Christie. Yet to see a basket. Now here's Irving. It's tipped. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Thompson. And Holiday powers it home.
Rise up, Drew. He's a big guard, folks. Holiday is physical, too.
Irving, the pass to Gafford. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, BA? Now, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
First one falls, and Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser, and it's White in for Pritchard. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Washington comes in for Klay Thompson. And so he makes both from the line.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Holiday passes to Brown. Porzingis with it. Puts up a 3. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
Irving, the pass to Washington. Gafford in the post. Working on Porzingis. Outside for Irving. Fires for 3. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
Irvin knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Davis. And it's Tatum missing. Mavericks trail by 4. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Davis against Porzingis. Davis down low, and he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Outside White. Pass to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. Washington grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. On the wing, Irving. And no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he's, ooh, some swagger from Tatum.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. Just showing off his dunking ability right there.
minute 35 left in the first half. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jayson Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Williams comes in for Irving. A minute 31 left in the second period. Williams finds Washington. Here's Thompson.
Look at Thompson just tricking the defense there, getting them in the air before taking the shot. Good work.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Mavericks, Klay Thompson taking 2 shots.
That free throw is good from Thompson.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
Both free throws good from Thompson. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They lead by 4. 1:07 left in the half. No good from 11 feet. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. Back to Thompson. And here's Davis. Davis getting it done in the paint.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
Outside, Brown. Over Washington. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Brown's got 6.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Davis. From outside, off the mark. Celtics lead by 4.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Nice move. Outside Holiday. The 3. No good there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front, up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Mavericks trail by 4. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, we've got P.J. Washington, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Davis in at the 4. Boston shooting around 41%. Tatum from long range sinks the tray. Tatum's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Washington outside. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Boston leading by 7. Porzingis with a screen on Irving. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Gafford with a screen on Holiday. Irving attacking. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jayson Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Irving for 3. Again, the miss by Dallas.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Thompson against Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now here's Irving. He's covered by Holiday. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Puts up a deep 3. Boston pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Thompson. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Good work defensively by White. And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pure from three-point range.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Irving. Over Holiday. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Irving's got 9. Celtics lead by 10. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. Davis with a rebound. Dallas has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Tatum. Give him 8 points now. And the basket by Holiday.
Boy, what a sweet touch from the mid-range from Holiday. I like seeing him capitalize from this area of the floor.
Mavericks trail by 12. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside Irving. Knocks down the triple. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Here's White. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Klay Thompson picks one up.
You know, I think that's exactly the right attitude for White to have. Go at the defender head on and don't back away from the contact.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Tatum. And the Mavericks making a change here. White hits them both. 1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. Dinwiddie passes to Thompson. Dinwiddie with a screen on White. And here's Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Holiday. Now White. Outside Holiday. Here's the 3. Mavericks with a rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Here's Thompson. Tries again. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by White. Pass to Hauser. Brown with it. Wing shot on the way. Again, the miss by Boston. Mavericks trail by 8. Up top, Thompson. He's guarded by White. Thompson, a screen on Brown. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cornette's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Dallas with a change here, too. Christie's checked in. Outside Davis. Too strong. Davis for 2.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Pritchard, no good. And And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Al Horford out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jayson Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Irving looking around. Pass to Lively. Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston leading by 9. Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Tatum clearly putting on the show in this one. Doing it all.
Irving with it. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie against Tatum from deep. Here's Marshall. Lays it up and banks it in. Marshall's got his first 2 points.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Tatum against Dinwiddie. From 11 feet away. And it falls all over the rim and in. Tatum's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You can't exhale at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
Lively finds Dinwiddie. On target from about 13 feet.
Assist from Lively.
Celtics lead by 9. And here's Tatum. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Craig. Pass to Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by Dinwiddie. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Launches a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Pritchard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Irving missing. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Inside, Craig passes to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. And the 3 off target. Tatum against Dinwiddie. Outside for Irving. There's the triple. And Craig pulls it down.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Horford. Out to Craig. Outside Tatum. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Christie. Lively finds Irving. Looking to get back on track. Again, Irving missing.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Pritchard, no good. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 12. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Irving, 2 shots.
Shoot two.
First one falls for him.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
And Dallas making a change here. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. Washington's checked in for Christie. And it's Klay Thompson in for Dinwiddie. Both free throws good from Irving. Now Holiday. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
That one is off. Davis with the defensive effort. Mavericks trail by 10. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Holiday. Gets it down to single digits. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
Porzingis sets a screen. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Soft touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm. Let's see the move.
Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Irving. A minute 6 left in the fourth quarter. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Oh, Klay takes the contact and finishes.
You know, sometimes you forget about how big Klay is as a guard. I mean, he can take a hit and still finish shots down low.
Tatum way outside. Gafford grabs the miss. And stolen by Porzingis. Hey, it's Porzingis slamming it home.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
40 seconds left in the fourth. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Now here's White. Porzingis with a screen on Davis. Another one falls for Boston.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Irving, no good. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Jayson Tatum.